Hello everyone, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts, and this is Prehistoric Facts special episode number 200. I can't believe we made it to 200. You guys are awesome for getting me all the way to 200 special episodes, and we'll continue to do more special episodes, continue to do more Q&As and extra episodes. So I can't believe we made it this far to 200 special episodes, and I continue to do 100, 200, 300 more in the future. Let's see how long it goes for the other types of episodes for this channel, and I'm pretty sure I'll be around for as long as I can to continue to make these videos for you, especially a lot of these special episodes. And it means a lot for me, and especially that you guys keep supporting me throughout this kind of time since the channel began, and so on. And thanks to you guys. Voted by you guys, and through the polls and through YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, the prehistoric animal that you guys have chosen based on combined polls, the prehistoric animal that you guys have chosen for the 200 special episode is Ouranosaurus. And so this type of dinosaur. And so here's an artist illustration of what Ouranosaurus probably looked like. And so this is a pretty cool illustration. I love this illustration. And so whoever did this did a really, really nice job. Some information about Ouranosaurus. The name Ouranosaurus means brave lizard. I mean, there's different definitions for Ourano, and especially in Arabic, because that's what the first part of the name really means. And so yeah, and then the length of Ouranosaurus is 23 to 27 feet, or 7 to 8.3 meters. The height is 8.5 feet, or 2.2 meters. The weight is 8,000 pounds. It lived 150 to 100 million years ago in the early Cretaceous period. And the fossils are found in Niger and Cameroon, and it was described by Taquet in 1976. So this dinosaur was described almost 50 years ago, believe it or not. That is crazy that this dinosaur is almost 50 years old when it comes to discovery. And so let's actually continue. And so on the left here, you actually have the map of Africa, and where it is highlighted in red, I circled in red, are the countries that where the holotype specimens where most specimens have been found for Ouranosaurus. They found in Niger, and so this country in orange, and Cameroon, this a little bit smaller country right there in the yellow. And then here we got a size chart of Ouranosaurus compared to a human. And so it is somewhat of a medium-sized dinosaur, and then you can see the skeleton drawing by Scott Hartman. I love his artistry in making these skeletal designs, and he does a very, very great job. And applaud to Scott Hartman right there. More information about Ouranosaurus, the name, where Ouranosaurus comes from in the terms of the dinosaur family tree. It is part of the Hadrosauriforms. And so what this really means is that it is related to Iguanodon, believe it or not. So it is part of the Iguanodontid type of families. So it is related to Iguanodon. And so when you look at this dinosaur, it does seem to look like it has a duckbill. So it's actually kind of like a transitional type of dinosaur, where it's coming from to where it started out to be an iguanodontid, to becoming a hadrosaur. And so that's pretty cool about Ouranosaurus, is that it's kind of got these like weird features that does show like it's part of the iguanodont, part like related to iguanodon, but then of course you kind of see it's kind of getting towards to becoming a hadrosaur. So it's not technically a hadrosaur just yet, but it is part of the it's related to iguanodon. But anyway, the features of Ouranosaurus, it's got tall spines on the back and even parts of the tail, and so it's kind of got like the sail on its back. And with Ouranosaurus, like most iguanodontids and hadrosaurs, it walks on 4 limbs, but it can also run on its hind limbs. So it can do that type of thing. So it can be like a dual locomotion type of thing. And of course, it's a herbivore, and it eats plants. So let's continue on. The environment and where Ouranosaurus lived in, it would have been warm and humid, and also there would have been wet and dry seasons, of course. And in terms of vegetation, there would have been trees, ferns, cycads, and flowers. So there were flowers in this kind of time of during the time of Ouranosaurus, but no grass. No grass was around at that time in the point of the dinosaurs. Uh, and there would have been plenty of rivers, lakes, and ponds at that point in time. And so you got other types of animals around, like insects, amphibians, reptiles, mammals, birds, pterosaurs, and other dinosaurs. And Ouranosaurus does have predators. In the ecosystem that it lived in, there would have been three types of predators that were around. The Abelisaur cryptops, the Abelisaur cryptops would have been around, and so, but it probably would not have been too much of a threat to Ouranosaurus. It would cryptops would more likely probably have scavenged off of a dead Ouranosaurus, most likely. Eocarcharia would have been around at that point in time, around in that kind of time frame, 115 to 100 million years ago. And you can kind of tell it is related to the other predator that was around, and that other predator came around a little bit later in the time of Ouranosaurus, and that would be Carcharodontosaurus. And so Carcharodontosaurus would have been the bigger threat of a predator to Ouranosaurus, and we see many illustrations of Ouranosaurus around Carcharodontosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus preying upon um, Ouranosaurus. Now you would not. Now you would see there is not Spinosaurus on here because Spinosaurus is mostly found in northern Africa, and where in like say Egypt and Algeria, those types of places. Whereas Ouranosaurus has not been found in those places just yet, so there's not really that much of to say that Ouranosaurus lived alongside Spinosaurus, but it probably could have. But there was another type of predatory dinosaur that was around that was a Spinosaur during the time of Ouranosaurus, and that was Suchomimus. Suchomimus was around, but it probably did not prey upon Ouranosaurus. It would scavenge off of a dead Ouranosaurus, but Suchomimus was mostly going to be feasting on fish and smaller prey items because of its teeth and also its skull design. So yeah, you got these three predators: Cryptops, Eocarcharia, and Carcharodontosaurus that were around during the time of Ouranosaurus. The extinction of Ouranosaurus was mostly due to climate change. And around 100 million years ago, Africa continued to move north, so it was continuing to move toward Europe at that point in time, around 100 million years ago. So, due to plate tectonics, it was continuing to move north toward Europe, and it was already separated from. And since the time of Ouranosaurus, Africa had already split apart from South America. So continued to be further spread away from South America and so on and so forth. And of course, the climate got drier. And so the environment at that point in time got drier. And so a lot of those plants that Ouranosaurus depended upon to survive were no longer around. They dried up and the vegetation quickly changed. And that's how Ouranosaurus pretty much became extinct. And here's a map of what the Earth would look like around 105 million years ago. So this is kind of close to the time of the extinction of Ouranosaurus. And you can see where Africa is. You can see where it is. And so the Niger and Cameroon were kind of like in the western part of Africa right there, kind of because you can kind of see the northern part of Africa right here. And so where this little tiny little lake is, you could kind of see like where Niger and Cameroon would have been. And so, yeah, that's where Rhinosaurus lived. Now, the next episode would be on February 2nd, 2023, the Q&A episode, and it'll be the 200th Q&A episode. So please get your questions ready for that. So give me as many questions as you can by by sending me your questions by email at dinochrist71@gmail.com, or just go to my Facebook page, Mr. Facts and Dino Chris. Like the page, you actually put your questions in the comment section. Please put your questions in the comment section. Don't put them on Messenger. Messengers for private conversations. So please put your questions in the comment section on the Facebook page. And for you YouTubers out there, according to my analytics, a lot of you guys that are checking out my channel are not subscribed yet. So please like the videos. And also hit that like, please hit that like button, please. It helps out the algorithm, helps me out, and gets the video to be spread out to other people that are interested in dinosaurs and other prehistoric life. And so like I said, like the videos, and also subscribe to the channel, and also share the channel, share the videos to anybody that's interested in dinosaurs and other prehistoric life, and also hit that notification bell so that way you can get notified of every video that comes out weekly. And so you can check that out, so you can check that out so you get notified whenever a video comes out. And also feel free to leave your questions in the comment section, YouTubers, because I do read them all. Your questions do mean a lot in the Q&A episodes. And so all you guys that are sending me questions through email, Facebook, and YouTube, you guys are awesome. You keep it up. Keep up the great work of sending me some great questions for the Q&A episodes, and make sure you keep your questions short to the point. You can also follow me on Instagram at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there. You can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. It's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there as well. Also, take care of people around you. Notice if you're younger people out there, miss the list, and your parents, and teachers, and your guardians, it's the best motivation you can have for good education. It's very important to have a good education. So with a good education, you get a good job in the future. And so, on Saturday, January 28th, 2023, I got a special announcement for you guys. And so, this is a good thing for me. This is a good thing for me. It is something that I've been holding back on for a while, but there are future dates going to be coming for this type of announcement. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to record this. I'm going to record that special announcement ahead of time, and then I'll actually make sure that it does get sent out in the afternoon of January 28th of this year. And so please make sure you listen to this announcement, and so that way you can know what's actually going on throughout this year of 2023, because this is going to be a really, really cool thing that's going to happen to me. And just so you know, the channel will still continue, and so the channel's not going away. And so stay tuned for this special announcement. That's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time.